Welcome to the class. Dear student, we meet third day of business studies subject, right? What we learned so far, right? Needs, wants, business, and product, right? Can you remember? Last day we talking about the product, right? Needs, wants, business, then product. What business doing? Produce good and service to satisfy human needs and wants, right? They offer the product to the market, right? Therefore, as a business studies student, you should have knowledge about the product. What are the product business offered to the market, right? Then we are talking about the product, the definitions, the characteristics of the product, right? We classified the product based on the characteristics, right? Can you remember? Briefly, I will explain today also what is the product and the classification of the product. Why we learn this? This is very important. Nature of the product, classification of the product is very important to decision making, right? If you make decision, the nature of the product is very important. Therefore, as a business studies student, you should have some good knowledge about product, right? I will share my screen. Right. Still sharing. Right. Still sharing. Right. I think now you can see. We are talking about last day, the product, right? Can you remember the definition? Right. Product is the anything refers to market which fulfill human needs and wants. We call product. Anything offered to the market. For what? Fulfill human needs and wants is a product. Right. There are so many products in the market. You can see every time we used to consume product. Then what is the product? Anything offered to market which fulfill human needs and wants, we call product, right? Then mainly we can divide the product into two categories based on the nature of the product. What are they? Good and services, right? Good and services. Then we can say that business produce good and services to fulfill human needs and wants, right? Then further we discuss about the characteristics of the goods: tangible, measurable, homogeneous, separable, right? I'll explain these things in detail, right? This is the summary of last day lesson, right? Then we're talking about the characteristics of the services. They are intangible, inseparable from the service provider. They are variable. They are impressionable. They are homogeneous, right? Then this is important. Classification of the product, right? Classification of the product. Closely look at this classification. You can see now very clearly, right? Product, mainly we can divide into two parts. What are they? Good and services. You know these things, good and services. Then goods can classify it into further two categories based on the durability, based on the usage. You can see based on the durability, we can identify two kind of product. What are they? Durable product and non-durable product. Right? I explained these things in detail last day. Today I'm going to do the summary of the last day lesson, because this is very important for continue today lesson. Right? Look at your tools. Right? I think you read it at home. Right? Then easy to you to understand these things. Then you say we can divide into the product in two parts: consumer goods and industrial goods. Right? Consumer goods, convenience goods, shopping goods, specialty goods, unsold goods, we can identify. I'll explain. I explained last day in detail these things. Right? If you have any problem regarding this lesson, you can WhatsApp to our WhatsApp numbers given in the tools and the groups, WhatsApp groups. You can use that communication link to communicate with us, send your questions, further explanations, suggestion, even suggestion, right? To an adult student, your suggestions is very important, right? Then we can uh, adopt that your suggestions, right? Because our aim is to give the best education service to you. Our institute aim is to the best education service, quality education service to you, right? Then we are fully customer oriented, right? What you need, we fulfill your need. Okay, with that news, we move to the industrial goods. Industrial goods, we discuss capital item, material and parts, suppliers and business services. Right? Right? Can you remember last day lesson? This is the summary of last day lesson. Right? Then services, business support services. What are the business support services? We explained that communication, transportation, logistics, right? Banking, very important, right? These are the services. Then direct services. Some businesses provide direct service to the other businesses, right? This is the overview of product. Read this with the detailed note that we provided to you, right? Registered student will receive the course materials, all the notes, short notes, videos, all the supporting material will provide, right? Then, right, I think you got better idea about the product, right? Read the notes, any question, WhatsApp, call, we attend your problem. These are not much difficult thing, easy, but learn systematically, step by step, right? You can see this step. Needs, wants. Business provide, business do it, fulfill needs and wants of the human being, right? For that, business produce good and services. We learn about now good and services. Systematically, step by step, learn. Then this subject is very easy. Otherwise, you may feel some difficulties, right? It is clear for you. Okay, good. Then we move to the durable and tangible goods. Durable and tangible goods. Durable goods, what's mean by durable goods? Can you remember last day we discussed those can be used for different purpose over considerable time of period. Very simply, some goods you use considerable time of period. Machinery, cloth, right? any other goods, right? Your computer, your smartphone, right? Your pen, pencils, you use considerable time of period. We call it simply, these goods we can call as durable goods. Durables. We identify this, the time of the usable time of the goods, right? Then we talking about the non-durable. What tangible goods? What are they? They are the goods that will entirely consume from being used once or limited number of times. That means if you buy some food, you entirely consume, non-durable. You take soft drinks from the pet shop, you drink it, entirely consume, non-durable goods, right? Even little time of period, it's some goods we use little, very little time of period. That goods also we consider as non-durable goods. So uh, some sense of perfume, very little time of period. We can say non-durable. Machinery, smartphones, laptop, others is durable. How you identify this? Based on the usable time period. Based on the usable time period, right? Is it important to the business identify these things? Yes, very important. Why? Reason is when you make decision on these goods, durability is very important. For what? Transportation, storage, hmm, store management, everything, the nature of the product, whether it is durable product or non-durable product, is very important. That's why we learn these things. Without knowing about the nature of the product, managers, store managers cannot take a good decision. Making good decision, the nature of the product is very important. That's why this kind of topic include your syllabus. As a business study student, you should know these things, right? Therefore, this is very important. In real world, when we make decision on the store management, transportation, right? We consider the durability, nature of the product, durability, right? Okay. Then, right. Another classification, consumer goods, we can classify essential goods and luxury goods. You know what is essential goods? They are essential for survival. Without consume essential goods, we can't live. Therefore, we call it, they are should take to survival. Survival. What are they? Food, drinks, clothes, houses, essential goods. Right? Luxury goods, they are not essential to live. Entertainment, right? For example, entertainment, right? Essential goods is very important to human life, right? You can see that the prices is increase in the essential goods. All are talking about that. The reason is they are very important to survival. Trade unions, consumers, customers, consumer unions, right? Talking about that, shouting about that. They express their ideas against the government regarding the essential goods. The reason is every human need to essential goods for survival. Right? When the price is increasing essential good, what happened? Then the lot of people in Sri Lanka unable to purchase and consume the essential goods. Then survival of the that people, that human, questionable. Right? Therefore, trade unions, others, politicians, talking about the essential goods. In the other hand, luxury goods price increase. No one talk about that. The reason is we can live, but without essential good, we cannot live. Therefore, this is very important. Is this important to the BSc student? This is important to the managers and the business owners. Yes, if you take a decision on this good, you have to think whether this good is essential or luxury. If essential, you have to concern about the government law, rules and regulation when we make a decision on the essential goods. Luxury goods, no problem. You can increase the price. Why? Not essential for you. Luxury good consume the person who have enough income to purchase that kind of good, right? Therefore, business owners, managers, students need to aware of this uh, classification, right? That's the summary of last day uh, we discussed, right? Summary of last day, uh, the matters we discussed, right? With that knowledge, we move forward to another topic today, right? Business studies, right? Subject. Now, today topic is characteristics of the business. Characteristics of business. That means what are the characteristics of the business? Right? We have to identify when we pause look at the businesses, right? When we pause look at the businesses, we can identify the characteristics. Now you can see that different businesses we can see. Then how we identify the characteristics, right? We identify only the common characteristics that right with the common characteristics, right? Uh, Now, what are the characteristics? Mainly, think about the characteristics of the businesses. What are they? Can you think about that? What are the characteristics? Right? Characteristics of the business. Characteristics of the business. Right? What are the characteristics of the business? Right? First one, economic activity. Economic activity. First one, economic activity, right? You can see that first characteristics of the business is economic activity, right? Business doing the economic activity. What is it? Economic activity, right? We closely look at what is the economic activity. Business involving production and distribution of goods and services for the satisfaction of the customer wants. What business doing? Production, right? And distribution. What they product and distribute? Goods and services. Goods and services. Right? Goods and services. Goods and services. Goods and services. Right? You know that business doing produce goods and service to fulfill human needs and wants. How do business produce the good and service? They need resources. They use the resources, convert the resources to the into good and services. Right? We call it economic activity. The reason is, the resources are limited. Right? Human wants are unlimited. Then business have to use limited resources to produce good and service. What they do? They use resources, produce good and service, distribute for what? Distribute good and service for what? Satisfaction of the human customer wants, right? In other words, human wants. Then business doing resources convert into the good and service. The first characteristics of the business is economic activity, right? Economic activity. In my field, all the definitions and explanation has given. Read it. Then second one, what is it? Sales. Second one, second characteristics of the business is sales, right? Transfer or exchange, good and service. Sales, transfer or exchange. First one, economic activity. We can identify first characteristics of the business, economic activity. Right? Second one, sales, transfer or exchange. Sales, transfer or exchange. Right? What it mean? Sales, transfer or exchange. Business should sell something. Right? Business sells something, good or service. Or transfer. Sell, transfer or exchange with money or others. There should be a value. There should be value. There should be sales. Right? When you closely look at the businesses, we can see that sales happening, transfer or exchange happening. Then we call it is as a business characteristics. As a business characteristics. Buying and selling of good and service for a price are essence of the business. Buying and selling. What's business happen? Buying and selling for price, for value is essential for business. Buying and selling of goods and services. Sales, transfer or exchange, we can say. Right? There should be a price. Right? There should be a price. Right? Value. buying and selling good and services for price. The second characteristics, right? Right. Then think that you produce something to for the use of yourself. Therefore, it is not a business. Business should be a sales, transfer, or exchange for a price. Right? We can identify as second characteristics. Third one. What is the third one? Right. Third one is continuous process. Continuous process. Continuous process means, right? Business activity must be continuous. Right? Business activity must be continuous. Right? For example, somebody sells his motor bicycle to another person for a price. Exchange between two parties, there should be a the value can be measured in terms of money. Then this is transaction. The person sell his used bike to another person, right? Only one bike. Then what happened? After this is transaction. No? We can identify as this is transaction. Exchange of resources between two parties. It can measure in terms of money, transaction. But thing is that this is single transaction. Therefore, if the one person sells something to other person in one time, it is not a business. It is not a business. In the other hand, David Pierce Motor Company continuously sells the bike to the customer. David Pierce Motor Company continuously sells the bike to the customers. Continuous. Then there is a continuous process. Then David Pierce Company we identify as a business. Reason is continuous process. Continuous selling the motorbikes to the customer. In this example, one person sell one bike to other person. Single transaction, only one time. Therefore, this is not a business. David Pierce Company we can identify as a business because continuously selling the motorbike to the customers. Continuous process. Right. Then we are talking about characteristics of the business. First one, economic activity. Selling and distribution of the good and service. Right. Business use resources, convert the resources into the good and service. We call it economic activity. Very common characteristic of the business. Then sales, transfer, or exchange. Sales, buying and selling. Buying and selling. It's not transfer. Transfer good and money, good and money and services. Transfers. That means for a price, there should be a price. Second one, continuous process. That means business should be continually doing the business activity. Continuous process. Just single transaction we cannot identify as a business. It should be continuously processed. Right? Continuously processed. Then we move to the fourth one. What is the fourth one? Profit motive. Profit motive. Why business? Why the people business starts and run the business? Making profit. Making profit. Business should be profit motive. What do they mean by profit motive? The business running for the making profit. The purpose of the primary objective of the business is earning profit and acquire wealth, right? A business that does not earn profit cannot survive in long term. Short term can manage. Long term cannot survival without making the earning the profit, right? Therefore, we identify as the characteristic of the business profit motive, right? Then next one, right? Risks and uncertainties. Number 5, risks and uncertainty. Uncertainty. Risks and uncertainties. Right. You know, business space risks and uncertainties. Right. Business are subject to risks and uncertainties. Some risks can be forecast and insured. You know, flood, fire, natural disasters, we can forecast. Taking past data, uh, taking the opinion from the expertise, we can forecast some risks. Fire, flood, tsunami, other things we can forecast and we can insure, right? But uncertainties cannot be forecast. What are the uncertainties? Loss of the demand, change of the fashion, change in the technology, change in the human behavior, norms and values, change in the people attitudes. We cannot forecast because we cannot forecast that future behavior of the human. Then uncertainties has to face the business. Business has to pay risks and uncertainties. But it's risks, uh, the change in the environment, right? Uncertainty we cannot forecast. Risks we can forecast, right? Then risks can insure, right? Business can insure the risks, right? Anyway, business has to face risks and uncertainties. It's a characteristics of the business. Risks and uncertainties. You know, businessman, the market. If you start the business, it is not easy. Very difficult. Running the business is very difficult, right? Change in the environment, change in the customer desire, change in the customer attitudes, change in the people norms, change in the political environment, change in the technical environment, and all are effect to the business. Therefore, we identify the risks and uncertainties as a characteristics of the business, right? Every business has business risks and uncertainties, right? Then second one, next one, right? Number 6, what is it? Creative and dynamic. Creative and dynamic. Creative and dynamic. What's mean by creative and dynamic? Right? You know, business environment always changing. Right? Business environments always changing. Right? The business is dynamic in nature. Environment operated in the business continuously change. Right? What are the change in the social norms, fashion, trend, economic conditions, impact of the business, many ways. These are impact of the business. Then business has to face this dynamic environment. Dynamic environment. Business has to be dynamic in order to respond to the changing environment. Right? Business is dynamic in nature. Why? Business running the activities in changing environment. What are the changes? Social changing, customer attitudes changing, economic condition changing, political environment changing, technical, global factors, every time changing, dynamic. The business has to adjust according to the changing environment. Therefore, we call business, we identify as dynamic business characteristic, as business characteristics. On the other hand, business must be creative. Business make goods and services to satisfy human needs and wants. Right? Then what business can do? Business do introducing creative goods and services. The business aim is satisfy human needs and wants. Then business uh, find the way for creativity and introduce the creativity product. Every business try to satisfy human needs and wants in a creative way. Then only business can increase the market share. Right? Then can business earn the maximize their profit, creativity and diet. Reason is always the environment, business environment changing. Then business has to dynamic in nature. Right? Business is dynamic in nature. Right? Business running in an changing environment. What are the changes? Social changes. Right? Social changes. Passion and customer attitudes changes. You can see that nowadays, now in Sri Lanka, economic crisis, income, all the persons personal income goes down. Then what happened? The customer behavior has changed. Customer behavior has changed. It's effect to the business, right? Customer now, people like to nowadays in Sri Lanka, people try to uh, buy only the essential goods for survival with their limited income. Therefore, what happens to the other businesses? The businesses who provide the entertainment wants, they face some difficulties. So decrease the demand, decrease the income. Finally, decrease the profit. You can see changing environment, business running in and changing environment, right? Then another example, Corona, COVID-19 disease, last year, is spread in all over the world. What happened? Business loss, change in the environment, change in the environment. Then new business started, make use of that opportunity. New business started, home delivery, online services, they improve. But other businesses facing difficulties. Then every time business has to respond the changing environment. Then nature in the business is dynamic. Business is dynamic in nature. In the other hand, creativity. If you want to attract more and more customer, business has to be creative. Right? Creative means think, introduce new good and service, introduce new uh, sales promotion methods, marketing strategies, creative and dynamic. I think you got some point understanding about this. In my notes, detailed uh, discuss these things, read it, get the idea from the class. Any question, you can WhatsApp me. Right. Now, we are talking about the characteristics of the business. We identified 6 characteristics so far. First one, economic activities. Second, sales, transfer, or exchange. Third one, continuous process. Fourth one, profit motive. Risks and uncertainty. Fifth, last one, creative and dynamic. Right. You can see that this is the common characteristics of the businesses. Different businesses we can see, but commonly these characteristics can identify. Right. We move to seventh one. What is the seventh one? Seventh one. Right. Right. Creativity and dynamics. Then satisfaction of customers. Satisfaction of customers. Satisfaction of customers. You can see how importance of the satisfaction of the customers. You know, the business provide good and service to the customers. Then satisfaction of the customer is very important. For the reason business exists to satisfy the needs and wants of the customer. Right? Then if you satisfy customer, your survival of your business is ensured. Right? Your demand increase, your marketing share also increase. Right? Therefore, main characteristics of the business is satisfaction of customers. Right? Business do many things to satisfy the customers. Right? When you go to Food City or any other supermarket, right? They treat well, you know. They talk nicely. They help you, right? Reason is customer satisfaction. If you satisfy with the business, next time you go to that particular business. Therefore, main characteristic of the business is satisfaction of the customers, right? Every business doing these things. The reason is all the things depend on the customer. We have satisfied customer, it is our strength. The customer come to our business again and again, then our market share ensure and also expand our market share also, right? Therefore, this is very important. We identify customer satisfaction of customer as number 7. Now, so far we're talking about the 7 characteristics. There are 10 characteristics. Another 3 remain. Right. This is the common characteristic. Keep in mind, this is the common characteristics. Business has different nature. Commonly, we can identify these characteristics. Right. Right. What is the next one there? Right. Customer satisfaction. Social institution. Social institution. Social institution. Read your notes, okay? Social institution. Business acts social institution. What does it mean by social institution? Can business run isolatedly? Can't. Business has to interact with the other businesses, organizations, social groups, customers, suppliers, supporting service providers. Business cannot do the isolatedly, right? All the business organization are open systems, the open system, right? Business deal with social groups, right? It is essential. Customers, suppliers, bankers, owners, right? Any other stakeholders with any other stakeholders. Then we call business is social institution. The reason is business cannot do their activity isolatedly. Have to interact with the social groups, different kind of social groups, interconnected with other social groups existing in their external environment. Business interconnect with the other social group, with the other social group of the external environment. Therefore, we can identify the social institute. We can say that business is social institute, working with people, interact with the society, individuals, social groups, organizations, institutions. Therefore, business is social institution. Right? Commonly, we can say. You can see in practical, businessmen and other business try to interact with the people. Without customers, no business. Therefore, business is social institution. Main thing is the human, social groups. Therefore, business always interact with the social groups, social people, individuals, society. Therefore, business is social institution. You got the point. I think it is clear, no? You can see that the bookshops, this is familiar to bookshop, always bookshop. You can see around the schools, near the school, so many bookshops. Why? Their target market is school student, right? Think that is if the business bookshop started in a remote area from the school, isolate, cannot survive. Then business has to interact with the social groups. The school student is the valuable social group for the bookshop businesses. Look at the idea. Business is social institution. Without the human, without the people, no business. Right? Then next one, right. Government control. Another characteristics of the business is government control. You can see that nowadays, from tomorrow, what happened? From tomorrow, revision of taxes. Government control over the businesses. Very practical example. From tomorrow, revising the taxes. The government revise the tax policy. Right? Then business has to adapt to the government policy. They issue the gazette notification. Then it becomes the law of the country. Then business has to comply with the gazette notifications, rules and regulations, provision of the act. Business has to comply. Right? Then government play a major role of business environment. Regulate, forming the various kind of act and policies. Right? And also government try to protect the welfare of the customer, investor, creditors, and employees. Right? You can see that government objective is protect welfare of the customer, investor, creditors, and employees also. Then government involvement in business environment is crucial. We cannot ignore the government policies. We have to comply with government policies, government laws, government act, and also government guidance. If we violate, we cannot survive. Therefore, main characteristics of the business is government control, right? From tomorrow, tax uh, revision. From tomorrow, tax revision, implementation of the tax revision started. Then what happened? Business has to adjust that with the new tax regulations. Right? That's a government control all the business. Right? Government play the major role in business environment. Right? They issue the gas notification based on the uh, law. Then it will become the law of the country. Then you have to comply with the law, right? You can see that in Corona season, so many gazette notification issued to protect the customers, protect the general public. All the gazette notification effect to the heavily in business. You know, import of the motor vehicle prohibited. Government control over the business. Then what happened to the vehicle importers businesses? They face difficulties. They have to adjust according to the government policies. Right? They have to diversify the business or withdraw the business. Right? Then government play the major role in business environment. Right? Then last one, optimum utilization of the resources. Optimum utilization of the resources. Right? I will okay. Ninth one here. Right. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 here. 9. Government control. Government control. You can see now. Okay, government control. Then last one, number 10. Optimal utilization of resources. Optimal utilization of resources. Optimal utilization of resources. What do you mean by optimal utilization of resources? We should utilize all the resources, men, machine, labor, capital to produce goods and service. Right? Is it characteristics of the business? Business utilizes all the resources. That means business utilize resources to produce goods and service. But the resources, land, labor, capital, entrepreneurships, knowledge, information, also factors of production nowadays. Right? Business use these resources to what? Produce goods and service. They utilize the resources. Every business utilize the resources. What are the resources? Land. That means natural resources. All the business use natural resources. Labor. Labor means mental and physical effort. The manpower. They use capital. Capital means machinery, buildings, roads, man-made things. They use to produce goods and service. Then we can say, as a characteristics of the business, optimum utilization of resources, right? Optimum utilization of resources. These are the characteristics of the business. As a student, you should know about these things. What is the business? What is the business? And also, what is the characteristics of the business? Right. These are the characteristics. We learn what is the business, what business doing, then produce good and service. Then what are the characteristics of the business? Right. What are the characteristics of the business? Then you can see that the main our subject is business studies. And step by step, we improve our knowledge regarding the subject. Right. What is the business? What are the characteristics of the business? Right. What business doing? Right. Likewise, we have to learn more and more about the businesses. Right. These are the common characteristics of the businesses. Right. What are they? Economic activity. Business doing the economic activity. That means produce good and service, distribution good and service, use the resources. Right. Then second one, sales transformation or exchange. What does it mean by sales transformation or exchange? Business doing buying and selling. Very simple, right? Buying and selling. Every business doing buying and selling. Provide goods and services, right? Then continuous process. It should be a continuous process. For example, some people sell their all bike to the other person, right? You can identify exchange of resources between two parties, right? uh, Value can measure in terms of money. Then transaction, right? Is it the business? No. Reason? Just only one transaction. We cannot identify that's a business. Just selling something to the other, not a business. It should be a continual process. Continuous process. Buying and selling continuously, right? For example, David Phillips Motor Company. They sell the motorbikes continuously to the customer. Then it is a business. One single person sells something to the other, it is not a business. Therefore, we call it continuous process. Continuous process. Profit motive. You know, every business main objective of business earning profit. Without profit, earning profit, business cannot survive in long time. Short time can manage, but anyway, long time cannot survive. Then business has to consider about the profit, earning profit, right? Main characteristic of the business is earning profit. Every business try to earn profit, right? They make strategies, they make marketing strategies to maximizing the profit. In business is profit motive. Profit motive. Reason is without profit, business cannot survive well in long time, right? Then risks and uncertainties. Risks, business-based risks, environmental changing, uh, global factors changing, external environment changes, effect to the business. Always business has risks and uncertainties, right? Risk can mitigate by taking the insurance policy, right? But uncertainties cannot forecast. We cannot forecast uncertainties, right? Risks can forecast with past data, opinion from the expertise. We can some kind of forecast we can do. Then we can obtain the insurer cover. We can mitigate the risk. But uncertainties cannot forecast. Then business has to face these uncertainties, right? Then creative and dynamic. You know, business in nature dynamic. That means always changing. Reason is business doing change in environment, external environment, every time change. Business doing the change in environment, right? Therefore, in nature, business is dynamic, right? In the other hand, business main purpose is provide good and service to the satisfied human needs and wants. Then business always creative. Right? Business find the ways to creative ways to satisfy the human needs and wants. Right? We can say that we can identify the creativity as a characteristic of the business, right? Characteristics of the business. You can see that uh, every time, right, new products come to the market. Creativity. Every time new customer services come to the market. Home delivery, after sales service, creativity, right? Creativity, right? Uh, if the business introduces a creative ways, then customer satisfies. Then its benefit goes to the business. Always business try to create that, right? Then next one, satisfaction of the customers, right? Without customer, businesses cannot run. No? Business focus in the customers, right? Then main target is the business is customer satisfaction to achieve the maximum profit. Then customer satisfaction is very important to the business. You can see that if you go to the supermarket, they treat well, right? They concern about each and every requirement of you. They attend that, help you. Then you happy, customer satisfaction. When you call to some companies, they talk nicely. They try to help you, where they become a friendly you. For what? Increase the customer satisfaction. Without customer satisfaction, business cannot run long time. Short times can manage, but long time is not possible, right? Then social institution, right? We can say that business is social institution. The reason business work with the people. Without the people, no purpose of running the business. Then business has to engage, interact with the social groups, other businesses, organizations, isn't it? Then business is the some kind of social institution, right? We can identify that this as a characteristics of the business. Business is social institution, right? Then government control, government control, right? You can see that government issue the gazette notifications, passing the laws in parliament, right? Making the policy decisions, right? Then government control is effect to the business. Business are doing under the government control, right? From next day, from the tomorrow, new tax regulation implement. Then business has to adopt that. Business has to comply with the new regulations. Then we can say government control over the business is characteristics of the business. Business has to comply with the government rules, regulations, and guidance, right? If not, business cannot survive in the market. Then optimum utilization of resources. Another characteristics of the business is optimum utilization of the resources. They economically use the resources to produce goods and services, right? Okay, I think you got the point about this characteristics of the business, right? All the detailed content included in my tune, read it, right? Right. Then what they're talking about that characteristics of the business, right? I will share my screen. Right. Right. This is the now you can see characteristics of the business, right? Once again, you read it. Economic activity, sales, transfer or exchange, continuous process, profit motive, risks and uncertainties, creative and dynamic, satisfaction of customers, social institution, government control, optimum utilization of resources. These are the characteristics of the business, right? We can say common characteristics. Commonly, we can identify these characteristics. Right? Every business commonly has these characteristics, right? Different businesses, different characteristics may identify, but commonly we can see these characteristics, right? Now you know what is business, what business doing, right? What is the business concept, characteristics of the business. Clear, right? We starting from the needs, basic requirement of the human needs. Then wants, the way of fulfill the needs we call wants, right? Then business for doing, provide good and service to satisfy human needs and wants. Then new words we heard, product, business produce product, business offer the product to the market. Then what we deeply discuss the product, right? Then further we move. Today we start the topic about the businesses, characteristics of the businesses. These are the characteristics of the business, right? Right? Then what the reason we identify the characteristics of the business? As a student, you should know about these things, right? Characteristics. Then decision making, other things. These are very important, right? Okay. Then any problem, you can text me regarding the subject. Okay, we will move to another topic. Right. Then characteristics of the business. Then next topic is aim of the business. Aim of the business. You can see why business exit. Aims of the business. Aim of the business. What are the aim of the businesses? Right? Aim of businesses. What are the aim of the businesses? Right? Characteristics, then aims. Right? Why business? Why people running the business? What is the reason for running the business? Making profit. Not only making profit, other things also we can identify. Right? Business aim. Right? Business aim of a business may vary depending on the nature of the business. Aim of the business differ. Different business has different aims. Right? Different business has different names. Right? Aims. It is depending on the nature of the business and also nature of the owners. Right? You can see that. But we can identify commonly most businesses aim, right? Some of the businesses that are common to most businesses we can identify, right? Aim. Therefore, it is very difficult to find the aims. It is depend on the nature of the business, nature of the owners, right? Anyway, we can identify the common aims. First one, survival. Survival. What mean by survival? Right? Survival. Survival. First one. Survival. Every business has to survive in the market. Right? Therefore, first aim of the business is survival. If you survive, you can achieve other objectives. Main objective is survival, right? Therefore, we call this prime aim of the business. Survival is prime aim of the business. Prime aim of the business. Prime aim of the business. Survival. Without survival, you cannot achieve other objective, right? Survival is the main objective or aim of the business. How you survive? How you survive? To continuous doing the business, you have to earn profit. You have to earn profit, right? Survival, for survival, you can cover at least cost. If you can cover at least cost, you can survive in the market, right? You can see like this. The profit is in accountancy subject. We learn you will learn this deeply. Simply you get the idea. Profit, income minus expense. Profit, income minus expense. Profit. For survival, at least you should have to cover the cost. Cost means here you have to cover the at least expenses. If you can earn enough money to cover your expenses, you can survive. You can survive. Business first try to do this. First target is survival in the market, right? Survival in the market. If not, very difficult to continue the business. Then business try to first achieve the, first cover the business cost. If you can cover the business cost, then you can survive. Later on, you can earn profit. First target is survival. Survival, right? Right? Survival. At least you have to cover the running cost to survive. If you can manage running cost, if you can earn running cost, enough money to cover the running cost, you can survive. First, main objective of the business is survival. Aim of the business is survival. After survival, you can achieve the other aims, right? Right? Survival is very difficult, right? Anyway, you have to earn some money to cover your running cost, business running cost. Then you can survive. But the reason the survival is difficult, right? If you survive first 2 or 3 years, then you can earn money, earn profit. What are the reason for uh, difficulty to survive? Scarcity of resources, limited expertise, right? Therefore, resources are limited, right? Scarcity of resources. Then business face difficulty to survival. First aim is survival, somehow survive. Then only you can achieve the other aims, right? Therefore, business try to earn adequate money to cover the cost. Then okay, no? Earn money, cover the cost. Survival is okay. Then you can look into the making profit maximization, right? Next aim is business is profit maximization. Profit maximization, right? First survive in the market. Somehow run the business. Cover the cost, run the business. Next, you try to business try to profit maximization, right? It's not enough merely survival in the market, not enough. You have to make profit. You have to earn profit as much as possible, right? We can say that maximization of profit maximization. Then you cover the business cost, then making profit, right? That means total revenue should increase to make profit, right? Cover the cost, additional money, earn additional money. Then you can maximize your profit, right? Survival, somehow survive in the market. First aim. Second one, if you survive, then you can think about the profit maximization, right? Third one, business aim of businesses, right? Profit satisfaction. Profit satisfaction. Profit satisfaction. Profit satisfies. What is the profit satisfies? If you can maximize the profit, it's okay. But sometimes profit maximization is maybe difficult. Then what happens? Business try to earn profit lesser than the maximum profit. Right? Satisfies. But then business can continue. Right? Business try to earn profit. First aim is maximizing. But you cannot maximize profit in some certain situation. But profit satisfaction is then your aim. What is profit satisfaction? It's not profit maximization under that, but you can run the business, right? You can continue your business operation, satisfying your owners by earning some kind of profit. Right. Profit satisfies. Right. Then what? Anything else? Any problem? You can send the message. Right. Aims of the business: survival, profit maximization, profit satisfies. Right. Then we move to the next aim. Right. Then next one is market entry. What mean by market entry? Market entry. Fourth one. Market entry. Market entry. We have to enter the market. Business aim is to enter the different market. Right? It's also aim. Right? Expand the market share. Right? Therefore, it's also the business aim. Right? You can see that aims of business. Survival. First, we have to survive in the market. Then you can look into the profit maximization. It's good. Somehow maximize your profit. Then profit satisfaction. not maximizing, but you earn adequate profit to continuous operation. Here, you are not survival, you are not seeking the profit. You try to cover the operating cost. Then you can survive in the market. Right? Then profit maximization. After surviving, you look into the profit maximization. Then profit satisfies it. Then market entry. Aim is to somehow entry into the new markets. Right? New markets. Sell your goods and service. Right? Fourth one. Sales maximization. Fourth one is sales maximization. Sales maximization. Sales maximization. You try to, a business try to maximize the sales. Right? For what? Increase the sales. The business aim is increase the sales. Right? As possible. Right? Then your market, your sales revenue increase. Then you can attain the other aims. Profit maximization. Right? Survival, profit maximization, profit satisfaction, market entry, sales maximization. Right? Then increase in market share. Six. Increase in market share. Right. Another aim of the business, increase in market share. Increase in the market share. Right? Market share is a quantitative value of the business. Right? You can see that the similar business concerned about their market share. They introduce innovative product, innovative promotions to increase the market share. Quantitative value of the business, market share. Right? Then aim of the business is increase in market share. Right? Increase in market share. You can see that the aims of the business not only maximizing the profit. Right? There are different aims. Right? But those are interrelated. If you increase sales, maximize sales, obviously profit also maximize, interrelated, but different aims. Right? If you write down, it's okay. Up to now, you can make short notes. Right? Then increase in market share. Right? Every business try to increase market share, become the market leader. Try to become a market leader. Then they introduce innovative product, innovative promotions. Right? Many strategies used to become a market leader. Then increase in market sharing is the aim of the business. Good, you got the idea. Right? Then improve. Next one, improve in sales turnover. Improving sales turnover. Improving sales turnover. Improving sales turnover. Right? Improving sales turnover. Particular period, right? Amount of sales, right? Maybe credit sales, maybe cash sales. We call sales turnover, right? As sales turnover, right? Then one of the main aim of the business is increasing sales turnover, increasing sales turnover, right? If you want to increase the profit, business should increase the sales turnover. Therefore, maintaining good sales turnover is an important aim of the business, right? Right. Then what are the other aims of the business? Improving sales turnover, increasing the market growth, right? Other one is growth. 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 Right. Other aim of the business is growth. What is growth? They should ensure their growth. When a business is large scale, it can economize on certain cost. Growth is important, right? Economic of scale, benefit of economic scale can gain if the business growth, right? Therefore, every business aim is growth. Every business aim is growth, right? But we are talking about that aims of the business. You know that aims of the business, not maximizing the profit, not earning the profit, right? There are 8 aims. We discuss survival, profit maximization, profit satisfies, market entry, sales maximization, increase market share, then improving sales turnover, then growth. Those are the aims of the business, aims of the businesses, right? Now you know characteristics of the business and the aims of the business, right? Once again, survival. First one. First one is primary aim is the business is survival. For achieve other aims, to attain the other aims, first of all, you have to survive. How you survive? You have to earn adequate money for cover your operational cost. If you can cover the operational cost, then you can survive in the market. That means you can run the business without any trouble. If you can cover your operational cost, then first of all, business try to survival in the market to earn adequate money to cover the running cost, right? Running cost. Then profit maximization. Every business want making profit. Without making profit, business cannot survival in the market in long term. Then second main aim is maximizing the profit. Maximizing the profit, right? Business run for profit, earning money, maximizing the profit, right? Then third one is profit satisfies. Profit satisfies, right? Profit satisfies, right? Some business may fail to profit maximization, right? But even lesser profit, business can run, right? Business can continuously operate, right? Therefore, business generally accepted to earn profit with the uh, owners satisfied, right? With the owners satisfied, right? Next one, sales maximum, market entry. Market entry. What is market entry means? Business try to somehow enter the markets, new markets, right? Improve their market share, right? Business try to enter the new market, right? Market entry, right? Somehow introduce their good and service to the market, right? Improve their sales, right? Right. Then business target market, right? Enter the market, target market also very important. We in later on under the marketing subject, we more explain the about the target market, right? Then sales maximization, improving the sales, right? By introducing the new promotions methods, implement the new business strategies. Business try to sales maximization. If the sales maximize, other aims also business can achieve, right? Then increase in market share. Every business try to expand their market share, increase the market share, become the market leader, right? Become the market leader. Business do their work to achieve that aim. Every business try to become the market share, market leader in the particular market, right? You can see that the similar kind of service providers, telecommunication sector, right? In Sri Lanka, they offer different packages to the customer. So they try to expand their customer base. What? Become a market leader, increase the market share, right? Telecommunication companies. I'm not going to tell their names, but in Sri Lanka, the most popular two telecommunication companies, they introduce new packages, new facilities, new services, very competitive. For what? Become a market leader, increasing their market share. The business aim is that. Then increasing market share, then improving sales turnover, credit sales, then cash sales, the particular within particular period, the total sales, credit sales and cash sales. We can add in cash sales turnover. Business always aim to increase the sales turnover as well, right? These are the aim of the business. Then improving the sales turnover, okay? Growth, continuous growth is aim of the businesses. What do they mean by growth? Growth. Business aim to ensure the growth day by day, year by year. Business try to grow. When a business is large scale, it economies on certain cost. It can economize certain cost. When the business is large, they can economize some cost. We call it economies of scale. Get the benefit of economies of scale. Business try to continuously try to growth. One of the main aim of the business is growth, right? And also, if the business growth continuously growth, what happened? It is help to attack investors, employers, and workers and customers to the business. If others see the this business is rapidly growth, investor come to the invest that kind of business, right? Employers, happy employers. The employee will happy. It's a benefit of growth. The main benefit of growth is economics of scale. That means it can economize on certain cost. When a business is large scale, it can economize on certain cost, right? Okay, right, student. What we have learned today up to now, characteristics of the business and also aim of business. Characteristics of the business and aim of business, right? We learn according to a syllabus, right? We learn characteristics of business. Characteristics of business and aim of the business. Aim of business. We learn today, right? Characteristics of the business, right? And also aims of the business. We identified 10 characteristics and also 8 aims of the business. Aims of the business, right? You can see that as a business studies student, right? You should have this knowledge, right? Business concept, right? What business do it? Provide good and service. Then we talking about the product. Business provide product. We talking about what are the products, right? Characteristics of the products, classification of the product. We discuss. Today we discuss characteristics of the business. Characteristics of the business. Then aims of the business. Aims of the business, right? You can see now. Human needs, then requirement for survival. What's way of fulfill the needs. Then business. What's business doing? Fulfill human needs and wants. Right. Then business doing fulfill human needs and wants. Then for that purpose, business has to offer the good and service product. Product is good and service. Goods and services. Business can offer good and services. Right? It's offer good and services to satisfy human needs and wants. Right. Right. Then we talking about the in detail products. Today I will explain summary. I'll explain summary. Last day we discussed that in detail, right? Then good as service. In addition to that, today we're talking about the characteristics of the business. Characteristics of business. And also aim of the business. Aim of the business. Aims. What are the aims of the business? Characteristics of the business and also aims of the business. Right? I will already given you the complete notes regarding these things. Read it well. But definition may be somewhat difficult to do, but meaning is very easy. Once you get the meaning, definition is it will become easy, right? These are the summary, right? Starting from here, needs and wants, then business doing satisfy needs and wants of the human. Right? Then business, what business doing? They introduce, they offer the product. Then we talking about the product, good and service, characteristics of the product, classification of the product, right? Then we move to the business side. Then we look into the characteristics of the business. Right? We identify the 10 characteristics. 10 characteristics. Right? 10 characteristics. Then what happened? Uh, in addition to that, we learn about the 8 aims of the business. Aims, right, of the business. Business aims are different business to business, but commonly we can identify the 8 aims. Characteristics is also same. Characteristics of the business is differ from business to business. Commonly we can identify the 10 characteristics. In detail we discuss, right? Right. Then what happened? Right. Then we have to go forward. Up to now, any question you tell me, I will explain. Right. Your tudes clearly mention all the theory parts. You can read it. I know that just reading it not enough. You should have somebody has to explain you the subject matters, right? The interrelation of these topics, right? Somebody has to guide you. As a teacher, we guide you to how to do this subject, right? Okay, right, right. We next look at the another topic, right? Specialization. If you produce some goods and services continuously, you specialize in that particular field. Business specialize in that particular field, right? Business specialize in that particular field. Specialization also very important, right? Uh, right. Then we are talking about the business environment, right? We are talking about the business environment today. Characteristics of the business, aim of the business, right? Another important matter, right? Aims, characteristics, right? And also another important topic is stakeholders. Stakeholders. Stakeholders of business. Next topic is stakeholders of business. Stakeholders of the business. Of business. Right. Stakeholders. We learn characteristics of the business, aim of the business. Now we're going to learn stakeholders of business. Right? You know, business cannot operate isolated. Right? Business has to interact with the people, right? Interact with the people. Therefore, business, we earlier discussed, business is social institution. Social institution, right? Stakeholder of a business are those individuals or group of individuals that are affected by the business activities and performance or behavior of the business. We can say that the interested parties of the business as Simply stakeholders, interested parties of the business. In technically, we can say individual or groups, right, that are affected by the activities and performance or behavior of the business. We call stakeholders. How stakeholders identify? Individuals, if not groups, individuals or groups, right, who are affected from business activities, performance or behavior, we call stakeholders. Individual or group effect, right? Affected affected by affected by business activities. Business activities or business activities and business performance, right? Or behavior, right? With some individual or group of people affected by business activity, business performance or business behavior, we call stakeholders. Stakeholders, right? Stakeholder means individual or groups who affected from business activities, business performance or business behavior, we call stakeholders. Stakeholders. Affected. Business doing the business activities, business performance, business behavior in the society. Then individuals, groups, effect, right? Affected from business activities or business performance, we call stakeholders. That means stakeholder is the person or individuals or group that are affected by the activities and performance or behavior of the business. Activities, performance, behavior of the business affect to some individuals or group. They are the stakeholders. If the business activities, business performance, and business behavior affected to the individuals or group, we call those individuals and groups, we call stakeholders. You can see that. Then what happens? We have to consider about the stakeholders. We have to control the stakeholders. Why? If the business performance, business activities, business behavior affected to these individuals, their response may be favorable response, maybe against the business response against the business. Then we have to study the stakeholders of the business. First, we have to study the stakeholders of the business, right? Then, with the definitions, who are the stakeholders? Commonly, who are the stakeholders? With the definition, we can identify the stakeholders commonly, right? In commonly, owners. Owners means the person who invests the money for the business. The owners. Business activity, business performance, and business behavior affect no owners. First one, owners. Then employers. You can say workers. Employers also business activity, business performance, and business behavior affect. No? Then we can identify employer also. as a business stakeholders. Then customers of the business activity, business performance, and business behavior affect to the customers. Then customer also is stakeholder of the business. Then the managers who appointed by the owners of the business, they make decision. Then business activities, business performance, and business behavior affect to the manager also. Therefore, managers also we can identify as stakeholder. Then bank and other financial institutions. Bank, other financial institution, we can identify as stakeholders because our business performance, business activities, business behavior affect to the banks. Why? Bank providing us providing the loans, then our activities, our performance, our behavior affect to them. Then they also stakeholders of the business. Then the community as a whole, you can see that community also we are doing the business in with the people. Business is a social institution. Then we interact with the people when we operate the business. Then all the community, right, looking at our business. The reason is business activity, business behavior, performance, and business behavior affect to the community, right? Then the government also stakeholders of the business in generally. The reason is business activity, business behavior, and business performance affect to the government, right? Then you can see that identify the this stakeholders, the person who individual or group of people who affected from the business activity, business behavior, and business performance we call stakeholders. First one, owners of the business. Owners of the business. Right? Owners, they invest the money in the business. Then they are interested in business activities, business behavior, business performance, stakeholder. Right. Then employees, workers in the business. The behavior, performance, and the activities of the business affect to them. Therefore, they are the employees are interested in business activities, performance, and behavior. We can call employees the business stakeholders. Right. Then customers. Customer also interested on business activities, interested on our business. The reason is business activities, business behavior, and business performance affect to the customer. Therefore, customers is interested in business on our business, right? Bank and other financial institutions, banks and other financial institutions, bank and other financial institutions. Why they interested on our business? Bank provide loans. Financial institution, they have many transactions with the businesses. Then behavior of the business and also activities, performance affect the bank and other financial. If the performance is good, then recoverability of the bank loans is okay, right? If the performance of the business is not good, recoverability of the bank loans also questionable. Then bank performance of the business affect to the bank and other financial institutions. right? Then number five is managers, right? Managers of the business. Managers make decision. Then managers want to check whether their decision is correct or not, right? Then managers interested in on business activities. Then business activities, business performance, and business behavior affect to the managers, right? Success or unsuccess of their decisions depend on the performance, activities, and the behavior of the business. Then managers also interested on the business. Therefore, managers are the stakeholders of the business, right? Number six, community. Community means general public. Community. Business is social institution. Always business interact with the social individuals and social groups, many organizations. Then our business behavior, activities, and performance affect to the community. Community also are interested in on the businesses. Therefore, community general public is stakeholders of the business. Then government. Policy making, economic policy making, and also making rules and regulations. Government also interested in the business's performance, right? Then behavior, activities, and the performance of the business affect to the government also, right? If all the business doing well, performance well, it is help to the development of the country, right? The businesses going well, improve, growth, it is a sign of the development. Then government also interested on business activities. That's government also interested party of the business. We can say stakeholders of the business, right? Then then government making economic policy. Then they consider the performance of the businesses. Then government passing the law, commercial laws, making the commercial, drafting the commercial law, right? Then they consider the business performance, business activities, and also business behavior, right? Those are the main stakeholders of businesses, right? Next day we will see influence and importance of these parties, right? Influence and importance of these parties, right? What is the stakeholders' objective? The level of influence. You can see that some stakeholders has more power, more influence, right? Next day I will explain. Some stakeholder has more power, less influence. Some stakeholders has less power, less influence. Then according to the power and influence capacity, influence level, we have to manage the stakeholders, right? Next day, I will explain the objective of these stakeholders and level of influence of the type of influence of the stakeholders, right? Okay. Then today we'll discuss some important matters regarding your subject. Basically you learn about the business. Today we learn characteristics of the business, aim of the business, stakeholders of business, right? From next day we continue this topic. Further, we discuss the stakeholders of the business, right? The objective of the each stakeholder and type of influence of the each stakeholder. When you analyze the stakeholder analysis, actually business should do is stakeholder analysis. What is their objective and type of influence? Right? According to the objective, influence, and power of the stakeholders, we can manage the stakeholders. Managing stakeholder is also very important task of the any business, right? We have to awareness, aware the stakeholders, provide information to stakeholders, right? Then we can manage the stakeholders. To manage the stakeholders, we have to identify the objective of the stakeholders. Why this stakeholder, this person interested on our business? What are the reason? That means the objective of the stakeholders. When we identify the objective of the stakeholder and also the type of influence of the stakeholders, we can manage the stakeholders. Effective, right? Management of the stakeholders required to the business for success. Okay, today we will do the successful session, right? I think you got more knowledge about this subject. We will continue the subject from the point that we stopped today. Today is the last day of 2022. From tomorrow, new year 2024 started, right? Start the new year with new hope, new target, new determination. Your target is this. Do the work, all the work, achieve the achieve the good result of your A-level exam. Then we will meet next Sunday at the same time. Thank you very much for your